USDA RD Rural Development Loans. That's what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about the difference between the direct program as well as the guaranteed program, some pros and cons about both, and how you can get more information and how you can apply, which is the biggest, most important question, right? So let's dive in right now. I'm Stephanie Weeks, and I've been helping thousands and thousands of people with their mortgage financing for over 18 years. So this is why you should listen to me. This is why you should stay tuned to the end of the video. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so you've got the USDA Direct Loan, where you can actually go directly to the Department of Agriculture Rural Development, okay? So it's actually just like the government office that you can go to, you can call, you can apply. And that is for super low income, super low income. And what they do is, let's say that you approve, and let's say that the interest rate is 6%, okay? And because of your income limitations, you could afford that $200,000 house, but only if the rate was 3%, not if it was 6%. Well, this program can actually, possibly for qualified people, subsidize that difference, meaning that if the rates are 6%, you could possibly approve for the 3%. Now, again, it's for very low income, and you've got to meet the restrictions and the requirements. So not everybody can go on this. But if you can, it's a wonderful program. And that subsidy will have to be repaid if you don't stay in the house for a really long time. Sometimes it's 5, 10, 15 years. You have to check and see what's applicable to what you're approving for if you do go directly to USDA. And what that means is, like, let's say that this happens to you, you live in the house for 5 years, you decide to go sell it, you think your payoff is $100,000, it really might be $150,000 because you've got to pay back that subsidy. So there's some really great things about the program, things that you really need to know, like that repayback of the subsidy and things like that. You want to reach out directly to USDA for that direct program to see if you qualify. My biggest tip for this is have a lot of patience. They are overworked and understaffed. So you're gonna have to do a lot of legwork, you're gonna have to do a lot of follow-up, you're gonna have to call them and email them a lot because they're not super fast to respond. But well worth the energy and well worth the effort if you can get it. All right, I have relocated to finish our video on the USDA RD. I don't usually do standing up because I'm going to fidget, so just forgive me in advance. All right, so now we're gonna talk about the guaranteed program. And that is something that's done through third-party lenders like myself. And so that is not for the super low-income borrower. And this is similar to the other program, but there's not a subsidy. So for this program, it is also 100% financing with no down payment required. Now, please do realize that even if there's no down payment, you still have closing costs and you still have prepaid items, which can be thousands of dollars. And sometimes you can ask the seller to help with that, but it depends on the market that we're in. So just keep that in mind. So 100% financing, which is phenomenal. And the guaranteed program actually has income limits that are like in excess of $100,000 a year. So that's really awesome. And it's got low mortgage insurance in relation to the other programs as far as the upfront and as far as the monthly. So if you find yourself being really low income, you're going to want to go with direct and contact USDA directly. If you're more of average or above average income, then you definitely want to call a lender like myself so we can see if you're pre-approved for this. Now, this is a really important thing to point out as well. A lot of people think rural and think like literally out in the sticks with cows, and it's not necessarily the case. Like in Louisiana specifically, there's an area called the North Shore, and on the North Shore is like Mandeville, Madisonville, Lacombe, Slidell, Covington, and most people that live in that area think there's no way this is considered rural, and there's no way this would qualify for a USDA RD loan, and it in fact would. So don't assume the worst. Don't assume it's not possible. Don't assume you got to move 50 miles out from a grocery store, because you don't, and you still might qualify for this loan. And the worst thing that happens is if you're going with the guaranteed program and the lender can't approve you RD, maybe they can approve you with something as a backup. So it's definitely worth trying. Now, if you need any further information, you can always reach out at 985-300-LOAN, and I would absolutely love to help you with your financing. In many states, if I can't help you, I have connections pretty much in all 50 states and U.S. territories. So be sure to reach out, and thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can reach us at weeksteam.com or 985-300-LOAN if you or you want to refer us to anyone else that needs help with any type of mortgage financing.